Hello, YouTube people. What's going on? Whew. It's been a long couple of days. I've gotten into this new project here, and I've just been pining away at it, just chip by chip. Anyways, I get excited to come and see you, kind of like a kid on Christmas Day, running down the stairs, or if you were on a single level, whatever you can remember as a child, birthday or whatever that you got so excited for, that you knew that was going to come, and you were excited for, everything that it entailed. Your friends coming over, you're getting gifts, and this and that and everything else. So, but yeah, I get excited like that. Everything's going great. I mean, hopefully everything will be great soon. Let's see. Let's talk about relationships. If you are in a position that you don't feel comfortable in, and you're just there because your significant other is, more stable, yet they abuse you mentally, physically, both, or whatever, why would you stay in a position like that? Why wouldn't you want to be happy? What would cause you not to want to be happy? You just want to have somebody pay your way, what have you, simply because that person is got a little cheese, some money. Because you just never know. I mean, that person could have money one day and 10 days later not have anything. I mean, like I said, I know this personally in my life before. When I was, in my early 20s, my dad was talking to me about saving money up, Save money up for a rainy day. But I didn't want to save money. I just wanted to spend. And so I brought that into my older life, and it really wasn't working out because I really needed to save money. But we all make mistakes. You should save a certain amount of money up. I mean, you don't have to have thousands of dollars in the bank, but enough that, when a rainy day comes along, you're going to have it. You never know what might happen. Your significant other, your son, your daughter, or whatever might get sick or whatever, and then you end up losing a lot of money because of this, or just anything, maybe your land property taxes need to be paid, and you haven't paid them for the longest time, and then now they're threatening to take your property away. Things like this. I mean, why would you not save a little bit of money? You're just going to go spend, like you have trees of money. And I have said this before, growing in your backyard. You don't. Nobody does, okay? But, sooner than later, it's going to affect you. Most definitely. But anyways, to get back onto this, I just really don't get people sometimes. But anyways, some people, especially women, and I'm not down on you women, you do what you do, I have full respect for you, but when it comes to staying in an abusive relationship where somebody's just especially if they're physically abusing you. Why would you want to stay in a relationship like that where the person is hitting you, causing physical damage to you, and doing it maybe in front of your children or something like this? Why would you want that? Why would you even want to be in a situation like that? I can only show love to people. I'm a loving person. I could never hit a woman. Never, ever. And, it even hurt me the day my daughter told me that she saw me hit her mother. Now, let me tell you something, okay? Because you don't know me. You might put me in judgment. But I have never, ever touched my ex-wife like that. I did, however, put my hands around her throat, and I was going to choke her out. I didn't, but I was going to choke her out because she said something to me that was outrageous. And if I said what this was to you all, I would say a slim 0.01 people out there would go for her side, if any. So, but I didn't do anything to her, and I've never hit her. And believe me when I tell you, if I'd have hit her, I would have made it count, because I know I was going to go to jail. She would have called the cops instantly and had me arrested and everything else. But the whole thing was, it hurt because my daughter actually believed that. Oh yeah, Daddy, I saw you hit her. But my daughter, in that particular house, she wasn't older than 5 years old. So I don't even know where she came up with all of that. Honestly, I don't. But, it is what it is. I don't want to argue with her. I would never try to argue with her, but she said it, and it did hurt me. But I know I didn't do nothing to her. I know I never put my hands on my ex-wife. My dad, in fact, and my dad was living back during that time. My dad, when I was really young, like 16, 17 years old, he said, don't ever put your hands on a woman. And he told me he would personally come after me and hit me and hurt me if I ever put my hands on any woman like that. And I wouldn't, but I didn't know where it came from. I knew that she said something, but my ex-wife. But I just, I couldn't deal with something like that. But anyways, to get back on relationships, don't stay in a relationship that is physically, mentally, spiritually abusive. If that person is being abusive towards you, you need to make a conscious decision and leave that person, no matter what they are for you. I don't care if they're the breadwinner of the family. You need to just leave them. You could find somebody a lot better in your life. I can assure you. I do know, however, a couple of men that were in this position also, but it was never me. And I would never be abused by any woman out here. I have been mentally abused by a few, but they only got so far with me. I do have like an inner wall and then an outer wall, and they penetrated through the outer wall, but they never got to the inner wall. But they tried and they didn't succeed. Okay, so but it was something else. And my ex-wife was just like that, as I said. But anyways, and now I'm talking about my ex-wife, and I promise not to talk about any of them. But I had to use an example in this case, and I'm not talking about any girlfriends that were like wacko or something like that. one of those bobbleheads or something of that nature. But anyways, yeah, I had to use the example of my ex-wife in that, but that's a little bit different. I was with her for 14, 15 years, 16 years, 16 years altogether. We were married for 14, but I was with her for 16. Anyways, yeah, just constantly and constantly. And, like I said, it is what it is. But, yeah. I guess I can come back in here and talk about different types of relationships, just make this a series of relationships. But I hope you all get the idea that, you don't have to be in anything you don't want to be in. You do have that free will. God gives us free will. And if you don't want to be in a situation, if that person is like, Sergeant Slaughter, somebody that's on your behind at all times, oh, you can't do this and you can't do that and you got to do this and you got to do that. If you want to go through the rest of your life like that, hey, by all means, go ahead. But I don't know what kind of life that is. If somebody was like that to me, trying to order me around every 5 seconds, I would go crazy. I would seriously go crazy. And I would not like it a bit. And I would very much put an end to it very rapidly. Very rapidly. As a matter of fact, I would make it that they wanted to get away from me. They'd want to do away with me rather than the other way around. That way I didn't have to blame myself for something going wrong or whatever. I would just let them be the ones that felt like they did away with me. It would make them feel a lot better anyways, that I wasn't the dumper, I was the dumpy, but, switch roles, That's how I am. I'm very intelligent when it comes to that kind of stuff. But anyways, hope you all are doing well. If you had your day already, I hope you had a beautiful day and you're going to have a great night and flip rolls. And if you just got up a few hours ago and you're going to face your day, I hope you have a good day. I want you to know that I love you. Love yourself, love God, and by all means love each other, people. Until the next time, love, peace, and soul.